Hey English learners, welcome to this A2 English listening practice video. I hope you're doing well and that you're ready to practice your listening comprehension. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about some unique things in the US. Some things that might be particular to the US, or maybe they're more common here. So I'm sure you'll enjoy this video. And I also want to remind you that if you need my help to improve your pronunciation, for example, if you can't really distinguish between the words bus and boss, if you need help with those kinds of things, make sure to click on the link below to sign up for my membership so you can get my training. All right, let me sit down and we'll get started. Okay, let me talk about some unique things here in the US. First of all, one of the things that you will notice when you come here is that there's a lot of space. So what do I mean when I say this? Well, a good example is streets here, roads, highways. You'll notice that the lanes are usually pretty wide. There's a lot of space. Even just the number of lanes, oftentimes on freeways or on other streets, there are many lanes. There's more space. They are wider. Even in parking lots, usually we have big parking lots at grocery stores and other types of malls and things like that. And parking is typically free in these types of parking lots, which is nice. But there's a lot of space when it comes to roads and parking lots. Also houses, right? Houses tend to be a little bigger here than in other countries maybe. There are bigger yards, like there's more space outside the house, behind the house, in front of the house. So there's more space there. Oftentimes, each member, each person who lives in that house, they have more personal space. It's less common in the US for children to share bedrooms with other siblings. In other countries, that's super common. In the US, it's less common. Oftentimes, each kid has their own bedroom. So you see what I'm saying. There's a lot of space here. People really like their space. You can see it when you look at the houses here, the yards, the streets, all of that. There's a lot of space for people here. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that the US has a very strong state identity in each state. The US has 50 states, and each state has an identity that's unique from other states. And oftentimes there's pride, like people are proud of their state. This, I think, is bigger in the US than in other countries. In other countries, there are fewer distinctions between states. Maybe people think more about cities rather than states, but in the US, states have a very strong identity. Not only that, but they also have different laws. So some things are legal in some states, but illegal in other states. That's really important to know, right? The atmosphere is different. The culture is different in different states. I live in California, and it's very different here from other states in the US. So we have a very strong state identity in each state, and a lot of distinctions and differences between different states, different laws. So this is something that is a little unique because I think that in most other countries, states don't have as much power. They can't make many different laws that are different from other states. People might not pay as much attention to states and distinctions. So I think it's something that exists more here in the US than in other countries. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's what I've noticed. Another unique thing in the US is the sports. In the US, we don't have one dominant sport, but in most countries, this is the case. Usually it's soccer. Soccer is by far the most popular sport, and the other sports are down here. In the US, we don't have this. American football is the most popular sport that people watch, but it's not the dominant sport. There are a lot of other sports that many people watch, like basketball, like baseball, even hockey. Soccer is becoming a little more popular. We don't have one dominant sport. And it's funny because this year is a World Cup year. And often when Americans watch the World Cup, they have to learn some of the rules of soccer because soccer is not the dominant sport here like it is in other countries. I can remember watching the World Cup here, and the commentators had to explain a couple of the rules, like things that were not allowed. People here don't know what offsides means. So it just shows that soccer is not our dominant sport. So that's kind of unique here. And one other unique thing in the US is the incredible amount of variety here. There are tons of different products, for example, that you can buy in the US. You see many, many options, and a lot of people like to come here to go shopping because of all of the variety. And for example, my wife's family, they often ask us to buy specific things here and take them to Mexico when we visit them, for example, because it's a lot easier to find those products here. We have a lot of variety. Even online shopping, it might be really expensive to buy certain products if you live in another country. So you just don't buy those products. But here in the US, it's usually pretty cheap to have things delivered. So it makes it seem like we have more variety because we can choose from all these different products and we don't have to pay a ton of money for shipping, right? So it also makes it feel like there's more variety. Also with restaurants, for example, when people want to go out to eat here, they usually say, "What do you feel like today? Do you feel like Chinese, Mexican, Thai, Mediterranean, etc." They often give options of other countries' cuisines. That's super common here because we have a huge variety of different cuisines from all over the world. Of course, in other countries, you have this too, but it's a very, very wide variety here. Like just in my city, I can go eat food from Bangladesh, from Nepal, from wherever, countries where many people have never even tried their food before. It's really cool to have all of this variety when it comes to restaurants. So those were some of the unique things that I wanted to mention. Maybe in the future, I'll do another video and talk about some other elements, other unique elements in the US. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember that if you want my pronunciation training, click on the link below to sign up, and you can start to improve your pronunciation skills in English. So check that out. And thank you all for listening and watching this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.